The room is colder than it used to be. Ash on the floor where you used to sleep. I trace the outlines on the empty seat, trying to remember how your heartbeat felt. There is a sweater hanging by the door. You left it here the night you swore we would be better than the ones before. Now it just stares at me from the wall. I light a match but it will not stay. Every little spark keeps dying away. Baby, this is how we fade. Too tired to fight, too proud to stay. I sit by an empty fireplace, talking to the shadows in your place. I keep repeating every word you said, till the echo burns my aching chest. Instead, I know I should close the door on you, but every quiet night pulls me back to the way you held my shaking hands in the dark. Now all I feel is the cold where you left your mark. There's a picture on the window frame. We look so young, we do not know our names. Of all the things that we could not explain, you chose to leave before the second rain. I pour a drink but it tastes like dust. I lost the difference between love and trust. You said you needed to protect yourself. I heard goodbye and nothing else. I sit by an empty fireplace, talking to the shadows in your place. I keep repeating every word you said, till the echo burns my aching chest. Instead, I know I should close the door on you, but every quiet night pulls me back to the way you held my shaking hands in the dark. Now all I feel is the cold where you left your mark. If I had stayed a little less proud, would you be here or would you walk out? I threw my anger like a fragile glass. Now I am sweeping every shattered past. You are not calling, but I still wait, counting the cracks in the walls we made. I tell myself that it is for the best, then I go back to tracing where your body used to rest. I sit by an empty fireplace tonight, no flame to soften all this broken light. I keep repeating that I will let you go, but my shaking hands keep reaching for your coat. I know I should close the door on you, yet every quiet night pulls me back to the way you whispered that you would never leave. Now I only have the smoke in the space where you used to breathe. The room is colder than it used to be. I blow out nothing and still say goodnight softly. Morning light is leaking through the blinds. Dust is dancing where your body used to lie. There is a coffee on the windowsill, growing colder while the room stands still. Your sweater hangs over the kitchen chair. I almost reach out you are still there. I read the messages we never sent, little unsaid words scattered in the vents. I should be getting dressed and leaving soon. Instead I watch the shadows move across the room. If letting go is really such a simple thing, why does every quiet morning feel like spring that never came? Cold coffee on the window, untouched and turning gray, just like all the parts of a salad just fade away. I keep staring at the doorway like you might still walk back through, but the only thing that moves in here is time without you. I know I should start forgetting and step into the day, yet I keep sitting in the silence, letting all the color drain away. I hear a neighbor laughing down the hall. It sounds like us before we built this wall. I said some things that I cannot unsay. Now every echo seems to call your name. I wipe the table but the stain remains. No matter how I try, it never goes away. Maybe some mistakes are meant to stay, like rings from all the nights we drank our fears away. Cold coffee on the window, untouched and turning gray, just like all the parts of us silent just fade away. I keep staring at the doorway like you might still walk back through, but the only thing that moves in here is time without you. I know I should start forgetting and step into the day, yet I keep sitting in the silence, letting all the color drain away. If I call you now, would you pick up the phone or let it ring and prove I am alone? I practice apologies under my breath and swallow every word before it leaves my chest. You deserve a life where nothing feels like this, where mornings are not haunted by the things we missed. Cold coffee on the window, I finally pour it down the sink, watch the brown line disappear and try not to think that maybe somewhere you were holding on to something old from me, a ticket or a letter that you never meant to keep. I know I have to start forgiving both of us to breathe, so I open up the curtains and let the daylight in on me. Morning light is stronger than it was before. I take a breath and slowly step toward the door. There is a box beneath my bed, full of every word I never said, ink that never touched your hands, stories you were never meant to understand. I wrote you letters on the nights I could not sleep, folded every jagged thought and hid it underneath. I told the paper how I broke us in the end, how I loved you far too much to call myself a friend. Every envelope is stained with something I could not admit, little truths that felt too heavy to ever really fit. If I had sent them, would you still have walked away? Or would we be somewhere trying not to make the same mistakes? Painted letters in the dark, colored by the things I never said, all the lines that kept them hiding in the shadows where my honesty was safe. Now you were gone and I am left here with a mess I could not face. If you ever knew the way I held you in my mind, maybe we would still be drawing futures on the same side. Always told me you could handle every truth. I never trusted that, and so I edited the proof. I smiled and said I was fine each time you asked, while my hands were busy tearing every honest page in half. Now every torn off corner feels like one more missing piece of a life that could have been if I had dared to speak. I boxed our future up before it even saw the light, left it buried with my fear of ever being wrong or right. If you ever knew the way I held you in my mind, maybe we would still be drawing futures on the same side. Tonight I open every folded page, let all the ink run down like rain. I whisper every word out loud alone, to prove I still remember what I wrote. I tell the ceiling on the floor, scattered like the pieces of my pride. I am standing in the middle of the things I try to hide. No one here to hear me say I am sorry for the way I chose the comfort of pretending over telling you I could not stay. If there is a world where we both get another start, I would hand you every letter and the softness of my heart. There is a box beneath my bed, no longer closed. I leave it open just to feel that I can still let go. Every time I walk down this narrow hall, I feel your footsteps echo off the walls. Light flickers over frames of you and me, frozen in a story we can never reread. The floorboards know the sound of every fight. The door still sticks the way it did that night. You slammed it once and said you needed space. Now all I have is quiet in your place. I close my eyes and hope you will appear. Turn the corner, say that you are still here. Instead the air gets colder where you used to stand, like a ghost that never learned to leave this land. You are a ghost in the hallway, always just out of reach. I hear you breathing in the silence, feel you pulling at my sleeves. I keep pretending I have moved on, that I am stronger than before, but every time the night falls I am back at your old door. I could let you go, I would not be staring at the space where your shadow lingers softly like a memory out of place. I left your jacket hanging on the hook, the one I bought you when the weather shook. Sometimes I swear I see it move at night, as if sight. Friends keep telling me to paint the hallway new, cover up these marks we made when life was still with you. I say I will and then I never find the day, because I am scared that letting go will wash you all away. You are a ghost in the hallway, always just out of reach. I hear you breathing in the silence, feel you pulling at my sleeves. I keep pretending I have moved on, that I am stronger than before, but every time the night falls I am back at your old door. If I could let you go, I would not be staring at the space where your shadow lingers softly like a memory out of place. Maybe I am the one who haunts this house, walking through the ruins of the life we built. Somehow I talk to empty rooms like you might answer me. Trade circles on the wallpaper you chose so carefully. If you ever pass by here and hear the floorboards sing, know that it is just me learning how to live with everything. You are a ghost in the hallway, and I'm learning to let you rest. I open up the windows, let the cold air fill my chest. I will keep the photograph, but change the lights above, so this place remembers we were more than all our broken love. I know one day the echoes will grow softer in these walls, till your ghost becomes a story that I barely can recall. Every time I walk down this narrow hall, I feel a little less like I will fall. The city lights are bleeding through the curtain lines. I am wide awake and counting all our borrowed time. There is a jacket that you left here by mistake. I wear it when the night gets hard to take. It smells like perfume and the end of something good. Like every time I wanted you more than I should. I told my friends I would not call you anymore, but I keep staring at your name on my phone. If loving you is just another reckless crime, then why does every heartbeat spell your name in every line? Just one more night, just one more time, and let me pretend you are still mine. I will not ask for any promises or plans. I just wanna feel your tired heartbeat in my hands. When the morning comes, you can walk away again. I will take the blame and call it all a dream we never meant. I still remember when you said you had to leave. You looked at me like I was something you could not keep. I watched you pack your records and your favorite shoes, and leave the walls still ringing with the echoes of your truth. You said you needed more than what I could ever give. I said I understood, but I did not know how to live without the sound of you humming while while you brush your teeth. Now the quiet in this room is almost louder than your grief. Just one more night, just one more time. Let me pretend you are still mine. I will not ask for any promises or plans. I just wanna feel your tired heartbeat in my hands. When the morning comes, you can walk away again. I will take the blame and call it all a dream we never meant. If I knock on your door, would you let me in? Or would you close the curtain on where we have been? I am not asking you to change your mind. I just cannot stand another endless empty night. I know it is selfish, and I know it is not right to want your touch for just one more faded night. Just one more night, just one more time. I whisper it into the dark like some forbidden line. If you ever feel the same ache in your chest, know that I am here still losing every test. Oh, when the morning comes and there is no knocking my door, I will have to learn to live with wanting you and nothing more. City lights keep bleeding through the curtain lines. I let the jacket fall and tell my heart that this is the last time. I dropped a box of photos on the floor. Suddenly our whole life scattered by the door. There's one of us beside the ocean line, your head on my shoulder, fingers intertwined. Another in the kitchen where we danced all night, too young to understand what it meant to fight. I try to put them back in some kind of order, but every time I bend down they drift a little further. Maybe memories were never meant to stay in place. Maybe that is why your name still trembles on my face. Drifting photos on the floor, pieces of the love we could not keep. Every smiling snapshot hiding all the nights we could not sleep. I keep chasing after fragments of a story we outgrew, but no matter how I stack them, I cannot get back to you. If growing up means letting go of everything we used to be, then why do all these frozen versions keep on pulling over me? I find the one from when you first moved in, boxes everywhere and laughter on your skin. You wrote your name in pen across my favorite mug, said you finally felt like you had found a kind of home. Now the mug is chipped and sitting on the shelf. I still drink from it when I punish myself for watching you pack up where you could not stand to lose, while I stood there holding nothing but excuses for the truth. Drifting photos on the floor, pieces of the love we could not keep. Every smiling snapshot hiding all the nights we could not sleep. I keep chasing after fragments of a story we outgrew, but no matter how I stack them, I cannot get back to you. If growing up means letting go of everything we used to be, then why do all these frozen versions keep on pulling over me? shoes on the floor. I leave them where they choose to lie. A mess of every time we tried and every time we said goodbye. I will not try to force them back into a perfect line. Some stories only make sense once you leave them all behind. If I ever find you in a crowd some distant day, I hope we both can smile and say we turned out fine anyway. I turn the light off and step over what remains. Let the photos find their places on their own again. The last thing you said was nothing at all. Just the sound of your keys as you walk down the hall. No slammed doors, no sharp words thrown, only the weight of knowing you were fully gone. You took your coat but left your favorite book. Like a final little kindness, I was scared to look. Everyone thinks endings come with shouting and with tears, but sometimes they just slip away and leave you with your fears. I waited for a message that would never really come. Now all I have is quiet where our chaos used to run. Silent goodbye, you left me with the spaces in between. All the words we never chose and all the feelings left unseen. I replay every normal night and try to find the sign where you decided you were done while I still thought you were mine. If love was loud when it began, why did it end without a sound? Just a slow and aching emptiness where you once were around. I think about the questions I was always scared to ask, like, were you really happy or just playing out a task? You laughed at all my jokes and held my shaking hands, but maybe you were somewhere else making different plans. I wonder if you wanted me to notice you were cold. If I had looked a little closer, would you still have had to go? Now every time my phone stays dark all through the night, I feel that same old silence settling heavy on my mind. Silent goodbye, you left me with the spaces in between. All the words we never chose and all the feelings left unseen. I replay every normal night and try to find the sign where you decided you were done while I still thought you were mine. If love was loud when it began, why did it end without a sound? Just a slow and aching emptiness where you once were around. Maybe kindness is leaving when your heart has turned to stone, instead of staying just to hurt the one who calls you home. I wish you would have told me that you could not love me more, but I am learning from your silence how to close a quiet door. Silent goodbye, I answer it with one of my own. Pack away your sweatshirt and the places we had grown. I will not chase an echo that refuses to reply. I will learn to hold my breath and let this moment pass me by. If someday we remember all the things we failed to try, I hope we both forgive ourselves for that silent goodbye. The last thing you said was nothing at all. I whisper my goodbye and let the quiet fill the hall. There is a melody stuck in my head, just like all the words I left unsaid. I started writing us a song last year about the way you pulled me out of every fear. I had a verse about your tired eyes and how you always laugh before you cry. But every time I tried to write the ending line, my hand would shake and cross out every sign. Maybe I already knew we would not last, so I left the final chorus in the past. Half-written song, half-finished love, hanging in the air like notes not high enough. I only got as far as promising I would stay. Then life rewrote the rhythm and you slowly walked away. Now I hum the broken pieces when the night feels long, stuck inside a story that cannot find a proper song. You always said you wanted something true, not just pretty lines and perfect rhymes from me and you. I tried to give you more than metaphors and ink, but I kept hiding what I really thought and how I really think. Maybe if I had played you every draft I threw away, you would have heard the part where I was begging you to stay. Instead you only heard the polished parts I thought you would believe, while the rest of me was choking on the words I could not speak. Half-written song, half-finished love, hanging in the air like notes not high enough. I only got as far as promising I would stay. Then life rewrote the rhythm and you slowly walked away. Now I hum the broken pieces when the night feels long, stuck inside a story that cannot find a proper song. Tonight I find the notebook where your name still fills the page, smudged and fading like a memory that will not fade. I write one final line to set us free. Admit we were not ready for the truth we could not see. Half-written song, I let it end right here. No perfect bridge, no final note to clear, just the sound of me admitting I was scared to fall, and the distant echo of the way you used to call. If another love begins, I hope I sing it from the start. No more half-written promises, just an honest aching heart. There is a melody that finally lets me rest. I close the notebook and hold it to my chest. Weather says it should be raining all week long, but the sky stays clear like nothing could be wrong. I walk the same old route we used to take, past the tiny park and the coffee place by the lake. I almost order what you always love to drink. Then I remember I am here alone with too much time to think. People say the storm will hit by afternoon. I keep waiting for the clouds to finally move. If the world would just break open for a while, maybe it would match the way I feel inside. When the rain does not fall and the sky will not cry, I feel like I am the only one losing my mind. Every forecast keeps keeps on telling me the storm is on its way, but the sun stays out and makes it look like I am okay. If the clouds refuse to cover up this endless blue, I will have to be the thunder for the both of us and you. I used to love the sound of distant heavy storms. We would hide inside and keep each other warm. Now I listen for the first drop on the glass, as if it might erase the night we finally came apart. Maybe this is what I get for walking out on us, for never learning how to fight without drawing blood. Now the sky is punishing me with a calm I cannot stand, like a perfect day that never once was in our plans. When the rain does not fall and the sky will not cry, I feel like I am the only one losing my mind. Every forecast keeps on telling me the storm is on its way, but the sun stays out and makes it look like I am okay. If the clouds refuse to cover up this endless blue, I will have to be the thunder for the both of us and you. Maybe healing looks a lot like weather out of sync, where nothing seems to match the way you really think. One day rain will pour and I will already be dry, looking back and barely knowing why I used to cry. When the rain finally falls on some forgotten day, I hope I am somewhere laughing and not hiding away. Let the thunder shake the windows, let the water flood the street. I will be the kind of person who can stand on my own feet. If the sky remembers how to break and start again, maybe I can learn to do the same when it begins to rain. Weather says it should be raining, maybe it is just late. Either way, I know that I will find a different way to wait. I know one day your name will not hurt like this. It will just be another word I used to miss. Right now every street still feels like you. Every song on every corner sounds like truth. I see your face and strangers on the train, then hate myself for chasing ghosts again. I keep your number saved but never dial. I scroll past all our pictures for a while. If moving on is just a list of things to lose, I wonder when my heart will finally catch up to that news. I will be losing you in little ways, in the time it takes to learn another name. In the mornings when I wake and do not reach across the sheet, in the nights when I stop checking every footstep in the street. Someday you will be a chapter that I barely read all through, but right now every line in me is still written about you. I think about the things I never let you see, the anger and the soft just me. You gave me all your seasons and I stayed half in the door, afraid that if I loved you full I would just be wanting more. So maybe losing you is something I began the moment I held back instead of reaching for your hand. I cannot rewrite the choices that I made back then, but I can learn to live with all the distance. In the end I will be losing you in little ways, in the time it takes to learn another name, in the mornings when I wake and do not reach across the sheet, in the nights when I stop checking every footstep in the street. Someday you will be a chapter that I barely read all through, but right now every line of me is still written about you. One day I will hear our song and simply let it play without turning off the radio, feeling I must look away. I will walk past our old corner and not think of you at all. Just another piece of city, just another quiet wall. I will be losing you and finding me in the empty spaces where your shadow used to be. In the mirror when I recognize a face that is just mine, not defined by all the ways I tried to keep you in my life. If loving you has taught me anything, I will keep as true. It is that I can survive the days of slowly losing you. I know one day your name will not hurt like this. Till then I let each passing moment loosen up its grip.